Hello, everybody. It's Rusty Champagne here with you. We're back once again in the wonderful world of farming and supermarket simulator. Now, it's been a little bit since we've been here. Last time that we played this one, we had introduced everybody to our farmer who should be on their way here in just a bit. Actually, there they are. Right now, they don't have much of anything to do, so they're just kind of standing around waiting for things to happen. We also have our two restockers here. And someone had mentioned in our last episode, they'd left a comment that they thought that one of the issues that we had with our restockers was the way that we had them set up. So if we go into our restockers and look at how they're set up, so we've got one right now that only collects full crates, and then we got another one that does not collect full crates, but they both only collect things in storage. And they thought that the issue that we might be having is the thing about only collecting full crates. So we're going to do this. We're going to set both of them up to collect whatever they want, and we're going to have one of them collect things that are anywhere on the farm. So that should put one of them to work here, and that's going to put this guy to work here. So he's going to grab anything that he can see that we need to fill. And we're going to see exactly how this all works in terms of what he is going to do. So we're going to keep an eye on him for a bit, just kind of follow him along, see exactly where he's going to go, what he's going to do. Magically throwing away crates from through the window. I don't know how he pulled that off, but somehow he did. And all he's going to do is just take all the products that are just basically sitting out here and stocking them all up. And again, I just want to kind of get an idea of exactly where he's going to go with all this. So we're going to watch him a little bit before we get things started. I just want to see if whether or not he's going to still have the issue that we've had with the never-ending melons. I don't think that they will because we do have the one setting on here that says use labeled shelves in storage. So they should not take anything that isn't labeled. The only thing that we're going to run into here as an issue with this is the fact that they will take items that are like production level one items that we might be using for a production level two thing and going and stocking that, which could be a little bit troublesome, but I think I'll be okay with that because if it means that they're going to work properly otherwise, I'll gladly take the hit on that and just let it be. So for now, it seems like everything's okay, and I'm going to let it roll. We're just going to let that ride, and we'll eventually see if anything over here gets nuts, and if it does, then we'll go from there. And eventually, I'm figuring that what he is going to do is he will eventually take the things that are not in storage and we'll put them into storage. Like right now, we don't have any tomatoes back here. We don't have any wheat back here. And that's the thing I'd really like to see him put away is that. So I could take all these things that are like in production, put them back here. So I might do that just to like discourage him from grabbing anything that we have in production. So yeah, like I'll get rid of this flour. I wish I could turn these things off, but I unfortunately can't. Now there goes our other production worker, and now again, now he's just standing there holding that. And again, I don't know why he is. Oh, I know why he is. It's because we don't have a shelf out here for flour. That's why he's doing it. So now he doesn't have anywhere to take anything that would be a production item. Now I see it. Now I get it. So that's where we're running into the issue now because he'll grab a thing, he'll then put it he will if it's a production item, he then won't have anywhere to put it after that. So I'd have to create a spot for it on our storage shelves. So it's going to probably change what we need to do here. We're going to probably have to go ahead and expand our storage area. I'm thinking because we're going to need to start having space for everything that we can possibly produce. So that way, our that restocker won't get stuck holding something that he then can't put away because he doesn't see a place for it. But now he's finally over here to the tomatoes. He should take some of those, go ahead and stock them, and then take the rest of them and put them onto the shelf. That's the thing I wanted to check and see what's going to happen there. So all seems good, at least as good as it's going to get. It's better than it was, so that's a start. And yeah, so I guess maybe at that point I could have them both do that because I mean, right now my second restocker. Well, I guess that second restocker will eventually get around to doing things when we get the store open. I do have to get the store open. So let's do that. If we go here, these are the items that changed price since the last time. So pineapples are going to be 10.75. Let's change that. If we scroll, the eggs are going to be still 350. The sliced potatoes can still be 475. That's going to be 850 now, and the cheese is going to still be $5. So we're good there. $5. And in terms of items that we have in stock, the only thing that we're short on is whipped cream. So that's the one thing that we really need to work on in terms of getting that here because we don't have any in stock either. Whipped cream is a tier 3 production. That is going to be, if I remember right, that is sugar. And so if we go over to our production machine 3, whipped cream is milk and sugar. So we're going to have to get some of both of those. So we got to get some sugar going. So we'll get that started. Have this machine work on that. We'll also take all of our milk that we can, put that on a tier 3 production machine because none of that is being taken by our restocker. So we must be full on milk. And then he doesn't seem like he's going to take anything with that. And right now he's stuck as it is. So he's holding coconuts. That's interesting that he'd be holding coconuts. Yeah, I don't know why. And again, now he's stuck because he didn't grab the coconuts from here. There's still something about it that's not right because we don't need to have 2 shelves of coconuts, and I don't know why he picked them up when he could have picked them up from storage. So there may still be something broken, but we're just going to keep on rolling with it. In the meantime, let's go here. I don't remember what the heck day we're on, but it's okay. Store's open for your convenience. Eventually, this is all going to work itself out with these poor guys. They're really trying. They really, really are the best that they can. Now, it's interesting because my farmer is also not watering that. And I don't know if he's not watering that just because we've got a whole set of beets there and maybe he won't come and water it until we like run out of beets. That might be part of it, but we'll eventually get it all figured out. We'll get it sorted at some point. Um all right. This is now ready to go once we have a couple more here. Because again, I don't have to worry about that restocker because he's holding coconuts for no reason. And there's not much I can do to help him with that. He's just for whatever reason he grabbed coconuts and when we had him on the shelf and got himself stuck. And I don't think there's anything I can do there. All right, so whipped cream is in process now. There's our second restocker doing what our second restocker can do. Um, and again, I don't want to tempt anything with this first restocker over here because if I go ahead, I mean, I wish I could grab this from him, but unfortunately I can't. So there's not much I can do there. I might just leave him there to kind of stand there and do his thing. In terms of production, so I guess now I could maybe I'll take the second one and have him do the same thing. So maybe I'll have them both take stuff from anywhere. But I feel like that's a dangerous thing. Or I could just get another restocker, but I'd need more shelves. So I mean, maybe I do that. Maybe I just flood the place with restockers. I don't know, but that would cost so much money if I did that. So many options. How much is it for the next level of storage? 1,600 for that. I mean, that might be worth it. Let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, let's do that. Give us a little more space here. Um, oh, it's just back there. I'm like, what extra space did it give us? But it gave us that. So yeah, we'll go ahead, push that back. We'll spin it like that. So rotate like that. Try and rotate it like that. Okay. And then I didn't mean, whatever I grabbed, I didn't mean to grab. What did I grab? The beets. I'm trying to put the beets back. Why is it not letting me put the beets back? All right, we're just going to set that there. And now I'm going to move this. So let's now spin that. Okay. And now let's see if it's going to let me put away the beets. Now, again, it keeps on picking up things I don't want it to pick up. So there's that. Um, we can get another shelf or two. All this guy wants is a couple crates of bananas. That's all our VIP wants. So we can take care of that quite easily. So put one there. And do I have another one here? I've got a partial. So we'll let that go. And again, I don't know why the farmer's not going, but we're going to assume that now the farmer's going. So that's all fine. The whipped cream, we'll go ahead and throw that there. And then I'll take this whipped cream, put it up on the shelf, doing what I can to keep things moving as well. The whipped cream is not refrigerated. I keep on forgetting the fact that the whipped cream is not refrigerated. One would think that it is, but it's not in this game. Okay. Production wise, how are we doing? Let's take a look. We need orange juice. That's the big thing. So let's work on that. Oranges we've got over here. So let's get those rolling. And then we'll get some more water and put that up there as well. And then I'll just leave that right down there for when we need a little bit more. And the coconuts, I don't know. I just need a bunch of people to buy coconuts, and maybe that'll fix things up. I'm not quite sure. Because again, I could just keep on dropping coconuts down, and he'll just probably keep on grabbing coconuts. Like if I do this, if I just grab these, he's then just gonna like go ahead and maybe grab even more coconuts. And we're just gonna keep on playing this game over and over again. Is what I feel is going to happen here. Can I move these a little bit closer together? No, because they've still got giant hitboxes. That's right. You can get them like that close, but no closer. And I can probably get a couple more shelves to help us out with getting another restocker. Strawberries. I know I've got a place for strawberries somewhere. Oh, that's full, so that's why we're like that. So put that there. And then those guys there. So we'll set those down. I must have gotten those by mistake. So, all right, now they're both now running. I'm going to grab some bananas here. Now, again, now he's grabbing pineapples. Now, why he didn't grab the pineapples from the back, because I think we got pineapples in the back somewhere. Oh, no, we don't. So, yeah, okay, so maybe that was all right. Maybe he was okay with doing that. I'm just waiting until they get themselves stuck, and then I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. And I think the answer is going to be just have them only take things from stock, and I just got to constantly fill the back room. That might be what we got to do. All right, there we go. 2 things of bananas. That's done. And we're going to wait and see if this guy gets himself stuck once again. And if he does, then we're going to have to take matters into our own hands. The one thing that we do need to do, though, here is we need to turn on the lights because it is starting to get dark. And ideally, the big thing that we're trying to get to is we're trying to get ourselves up to level 30 so we can get the final machine that is available. Because if we go here to machines, this is the ice cream machine that's available at level 30. That came out with the last update, which is what also brought us the farmer. So if we can get to that point, that'd be great. But if we could get to that point and not have our not have our guys constantly getting stuck, that would really be good. And for now, they seem like they're both still okay. Right now, we also need some mayonnaise. So I got to get some mayonnaise going. And that is going to be, if I remember right, what was it again? This is what happens when you play this game so infrequently. Then I picked up a machine that I didn't want. So let's try that. Let's go to production, machine 3. Mayonnaise is sunflower oil and eggs. That's right. So we need to get some more sunflower oil going. I'm going to probably need to do this from a couple different places. I've got a feeling. So I'm going to get a couple different machines of sunflower oil going because my guess is that he's going to keep constantly pulling one to use for restocking the shelves. And then we'll take this, set that up for making our mayonnaise. I'll go ahead and throw these up on the shelf, get that cleared out, make sure that our chicken loving tomato has all of its, our tomato loving chicken has all of their tomatoes, which they now do. All right, so that's good. We've got some mayo going in just a bit here. So there's the eggs, and then we need the sunflower oil. So let's grab all that, put that all up there, just to get that rolling as fast as we can. And I'm going to make as much sunflower oil as I can. So we're just going to keep on loading this up like crazy with sunflower oil. Okay, so that should be good. He'll eventually come and grab all the mayonnaise, and that'll also work out good. We need to make some sugar. We need to make some salami. So let's work on that. So they'll eventually come and grab all of those things. So there's the sugar. It's been a while since we got salami in this place. So let's go there. I think that is just this. I think we just take that and put it on there. Yeah, and that turns it into the salami. That's right. Again, it's been so long. Um, so we'll let that roll. I'll need to get some more corn here. Do I have some corn there? I do not. I thought I had left some corn there for our pig, but I think I must have used that up at some point in time. And can I put a couple of corn on the shelf? Maybe? I can. Cool. So we can get that emptied out. Nice. So that's running. Corn kernels, we can get some of that made in a bit. So let's take the rest of that, put that up there again. That'll just keep on making mayonnaise. And now we can switch over and start making some corn kernels. So now we're good there. Okay. Mayonnaise is going, salami's going, corn kernels are going. Candy would be next. The candy, I believe, is sugar and milk to do that. And then these potatoes I've got to get rid of. So let's get those. Let's see if I can put those up. I cannot. So maybe I'll take those and just set them down here. And the flour, I might do the same thing with. So I will need another wooden crate. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. So wooden crate. Let's grab that. Oh, I didn't mean to grab two. It's fine. They're only $1 each, so no problem. Just drop that there. And now we can get some more, we get some sugar and some milk going to make our candy. If I remember, I did sugar and milk to make the candy. I'm almost positive it is. Yeah, that feels like it would be what we need to do to make candy. And we'll make sure that our cow has plenty of stuff that they need. All right, so candy's being made there. We can now take this, the sunflower oil. I'm sure this can go up on the shelf. I have no doubt. Yeah, that goes fine. We're good there. Production-wise, corn kernels are being made, candy's being made, sugar's being made. Butter would be next. We'll go ahead and take the rest of our sugar and put that there to continue making the candy. And then we need butter. So we'll need to do that once our cow is done. So we'll actually take that wheat, make sure that's full for the cow. And I'll just leave the rest of that right there for the cow. So cow's a little slow. It's fine. No big deal. Won't be a problem. With all that said, how are we looking otherwise? Are they holding anything? No. So the one is still doing their thing. And right now, again, everything seems all right. I just don't know why it got stuck with the coconuts. But for now, it seems like it's rolling. They're putting up the candy as quickly as they can um, right now because I think it's the only thing that they have to do. And they're the corn kernels. So they'll take care of that. And then I got some sunflower oil over there, which I might then be able to put this up on the shelf, or at least some of it, or all of it. Nice. So that'll take care of that. Cool. I think we're in good shape. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get into another day. We want to run one more here at least. Well, probably just one more. So where are we? Day 70. We've had 10 weeks of this. Holy cow, 10 weeks. That's a lot. And again, it costs us $400 a day to pay our workers. It's a lot of money just for that. It's a ton. How many shelves do I have here now? One, two, three, four, five. So I need so many shelves just to be able to get the next restocker. I can get a couple more shelves. Oh, and they're $250. Ugh. Why are they so much money? Why is everything so expensive in this world? Why can't we have nice things? Um, what's the front of this? Is there a front? I guess I'll set that like that. Can I swing it there? I'll swing it here. I can hear a particular wrench yelling at me to use the middle. Um, I'm going to put that. Oh, gosh, that just looks so horrible. I'm going to put that there. Okay. So there's a couple more of those. We'll eventually figure out what we're going to do with all that. I really don't know what I'm going to do with all of it, but I've got them. Maybe we'll figure something out with them. If nothing else, I've got more storage space. So there's that. And how are we looking again? Sugar, butter. So I got to make even more sugar. Oh yeah, and then we need the butter. So our cow is done. So switch that over to butter, and then we'll get some more sugar. So that's rolling. Okay. And then sliced potatoes would be next, which I believe is that's a, oh, that is a tier one. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if that was tier one or tier two, but it's only tier one. Potatoes. Do I have some potatoes back here? Like some random ones? I don't. I mean, there's a couple down there, but not a lot. So we'll just go grab a whole thing of potatoes here and put those up on one of these machines as well. And then I can take these, and I'll just start taking some of this stuff, and this is just going to be like all my other random production things that I've got here. So we'll have that go like that. The milk will eventually find a use for. And then you've got these potatoes here. Oh yeah, I had those other leftover potatoes, so I can put those here in just a second. Once it makes one more, eventually there, and then I can grab that milk and maybe put that over there for the butter. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll have my spare right there for that. I don't think any of my prices changed. No, nothing changed there. So we're still good from a pricing standpoint. From a production standpoint, we have everything. I mean, I guess the thing that we could start working on is maybe the things that we don't have in stock. Um, Cocoa, we apparently don't have any of that in stock, so we don't have a place for that. So I'm going to put some of that there because I mean, we definitely have it. We just don't have it in stock. Wine, we could start putting some wine in stock, so we could start working on some of these things. So we'll let it start making some wine, and then we can start going to beer and start filling up some of these other shelves that we've got. It'll be an option because we're not really out of anything right now. We're actually in pretty good shape there. So maybe I'll start working on getting some of the things that we have as like production stuff and finding a home to put a home for each of those items, or at least a few of them. And we'll get the store open as well. So here we go, day 71. Store is open for your convenience, and it's going to be a long road to level 30. The levels are just very slow in this game, but we will continue persevering. There he goes. He's taking away some of the wine. It's fine. It's no problem. I fully expected something like that to happen. Sliced potatoes, he'll eventually grab those. Other stuff that we could do. Well, we can't do the beer right now. Um, we might be able to do some chips, which the chips, I believe, is even more sunflower oil, if I recall correctly. It's like potatoes and sunflower oil, I think. So what can we take? What is there? What is that? Oh, that's butter. So we can put the butter up on the shelf. So we'll put that there. Just like finding random places for some of these other things, it'll be okay. Not a problem. So there goes the sugar, making plenty of sunflower oil. And we're going to, nope, not there. That's going to go there for some chips. So we'll fill one of these up with potatoes. Start making some chips, and we'll again, we can take that and put it onto the production, put them into our storage, assuming that we get to that point. Other stuff that we can do. Melons. Okay, melons. We've got plenty of melons. So I'm going to grab some of these melons right now, and I'm going to put them up on the shelf. I'm going to do this one myself, assuming I remember where the heck the melons went. Oh no, that's right. We don't because we had like an extra spot for melons, if I remember right. Yeah, I just had like a completely extra space for melons because we were just so melon heavy this entire time. So we're down like 5 things of melons here. They've been here since about episode 3. They're surprisingly still good. You wouldn't think that they are, but amazingly enough, they are. Other stuff. I mean, again, we need like everything here. So let's take this wine. We'll find a place for it up here. Put it on a shelf. We can start working on beer, which, if I remember right, is just wheat in here. I think. Yep, just wheat turns right into beer. Presto, just like that. So that's going. What do we have here? Oh, I need more sunflower oil. So that'll keep rolling. And then we'll get even more of that. Put that there. All right, so that's making chips. Oh, we only need one thing of strawberries. We've had a couple of very easy VIPs today. I'm very happy about that. Better than the ones where they want like 8 different things. I'll take one anytime I can. That'll work out quite nicely. Cabbages. How do we not have any cabbage in stock? I find that impossible to believe. I mean, that's the place for cabbage, isn't it? I believe it is. Yeah, that's my cabbage area right there. No, that's not it. Oh, what was there? Oh shoot, what was there? That was my cabbage area. So I don't know what I had there. What would have been there? Not cabbage. It wasn't watermelon. It's something. Oh man, I don't remember what was there. If I take a look at that, I mean, it's not cucumbers. Well, I'm going to start grabbing some of these other things. I'm going to start putting them up here. Oh, it's the avocados. That's what it was. Like, what was there? It was avocados. Oh, no, no, I mixed it up again. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the cabbages and put them there. Well, nope, not the watermelons. Oh, shoot. Now I've got extra watermelons. Do I have a place for watermelons? And it's full, so those will just go there. That was my bad. I grabbed the wrong thing. I meant to grab cabbages, and watermelons looked a lot like them. So there's that. And I'm just going to start working on getting more of this stuff on these shelves back here. I've got some eggs here, so put those there. Let's see. We need some onions and some cucumbers, so let's just start putting some of this stuff away here, because that will maybe make our one production guy or our one restocker work a little bit faster, because there's just some stuff that he's not grabbing right now because he's the one that only grabs stuff out of storage. And right now, with the number of things not being in storage, that's giving him one more reason to not do anything. So there's that. Amazingly enough, we got a spot there for melons that is that has no melons on it. So let's take care of that. We also need some pumpkins. Put those up. Okay. Pineapples. Are we actually out of pineapples, sir? We might be. Huh. Okay. So I'll grab some of them. And then we also need some milk. So yeah, we need all of our animal products. So let's grab our pork and some of our milk and some of our goat cheese. Put all that up there. Actually, doing some productive things here. It's kind of scary. And then, oh, there's more cocoa down there. Okay, so that's actually doubled up. All right, and then that was the butter and the wine. And then over here, we got some beer. So we can take the beer, go ahead, put that up on a shelf. So there's that. Meanwhile, from a production standpoint, let's see. We need some pasta. We need some watermelons. Again, I think I had a third place that I put watermelons. So we got 4, 8. It says that we got 10 in the store. So the question becomes, where was the third place that I had them? Oh, they're up there. Nope, that's not it. That's it. That's where they were. And then the rest of them can go back there. And while we're at it, we can hit the lights. Now, did that mess him up? It did. Oh shoot. He was walking back with the watermelons, so I got to put that there. And he's going off the pineapples. So I think we're all right. Over here, we've got some chips. So I will again take this, start putting more of this stuff up on the shelves. I really should like have a shelf for like all production one stuff and then one that's all production two stuff. That would make a lot of sense, which is why I haven't done it. um, it may be a good way to go. Pasta, if I remember right, is flour and what is it? Flour and eggs for pasta. So let's grab our eggs, put those there. And then our flour, we got to make some flour. So let's grab some of our wheat and start making some flour. I don't have any flour sitting around. Normally I would, but right now I don't. So can't do anything with that. Got some leftover beer that might combine. Some of it will. He's running away with it. Where does the beer go? I want to beat him to the punch. Um, where is that? Oh, it's over here. I want to put up mine, and then he can have the leftover there. All right, that works. He got mine emptied out before he had a chance to empty his. That's good. And then we'll get this rolling, making pasta. Just that way I know I've got that happening there. Other stuff. Again, I somehow have no cabbages in the back, which surprises me, but I must not because it's saying I don't. So, no, we do. It said we didn't. I think it's just because it was a matter of timing. That's where it gets to be hard because if you're trying to do this while the restocker is doing their thing, it can get a little bit daunting. So yeah, that's exactly what happened there. Meanwhile, I guess I can continue making more wine because we don't have any wine in the back and we don't have anything that's going on with this production machine. So might as well have it rolling. Keep this going with pasta. Take that off of there. Can probably put it up on the shelf. Yep, that'll work. I'll just leave that there as a spare because I'm sure at some point we can use it. That's full, so we'll take these and put them into the back. So again, this, oh, and I've already got some chips there. Okay, that's cool. That actually emptied that out. Nice. So maybe I'll make this one for like production 2 stuff. Maybe. And then I'll take another one and make it for production 1 stuff. So maybe I'll make this for production 1. I'm going to actually make the decision on that and have this be for production one, have that one be for production two, and then I'll have another one for production three. I guess at some point we'll go with that. That feels like it's a concept. How well it's going to work, I don't know, but we at least have a concept, so that counts for something. And then we could have one spot that's also like our wine and beer, and go with that because I've got all these things that are like zero, and I could be doing a better job at making those things actually get filled up in terms of things that we have in storage. It just gets to be so much trying to get everything into storage. It would take so much time to do it. And you would really spend a whole lot of time between days doing nothing other than producing and producing and producing. I could probably spend an hour getting the entire storage room filled. Would it be worth it? Oh, I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Meanwhile, we'll go here, let that continue making pasta. So that'll go with that. And he's walking off with some apple juice. I know I've still got some juices that I also need to make. I've got things there that I haven't even broached. Like if I go here, like I haven't made any pineapple juice. I don't think I've made any strawberry juice. I don't think I've made any coconut juice. And I'd have to have a place to put all this. So there's a lot of stuff there. Like, yeah, we could have, I've got strawberry juice there. I could start making some pineapple juice. I could start making some coconut juice. It's just a hodgepodge of stuff that we got here in this fridge. There's a lot that needs to be figured out, and we'll eventually get there. But at this point, we're still kind of working on it. Let's see. Strawberry juice, because yeah, like if you look, we don't even have the pineapple juice on here because we haven't ever made any of it. So that's one of the things we'd have to do. So I could start making some of it. I mean, no reason not to. Let's go ahead and do that. And do I have some pineapples on the floor here that I can use for this purpose? It does not look like it. Not a problem. We'll grab some of these, throw them up there. Now, I don't think that they're going to take the pineapple juice and actually do anything with it because they're not going to know where it goes. And I am going to take it and put it right there. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the cheese, though. I'm going to probably have to get another fridge, is what it's going to come down to, and start taking some things and moving it into another fridge. I think that's going to be the option because I need a place for at least, let's see, we got apple juice in there, we got orange juice in there, we don't have pineapple juice, we do have strawberry juice. So really the only thing I need is I need a place for the I need one space is all I need. That really stinks. Um, and I mean, I could replace this one. Maybe that's what I do. And now this guy is stuck holding flour because I don't think that I have a space for flour for him. Yeah, I've got to find a space for him to put flour. So let's fix that up. So now he's got a place for flour. He's like, I don't know what to do with this. I grabbed it. Now I'm stuck. And that's why. He's not a very smart guy. He tries, but he's not very smart. All right, so there's that. Wine, this can go. We'll just keep that over here. I'm going to get rid of that. So yeah, there's my wine and beer. So we've got that for sure. And then that's making pasta, which I'll have go up there. So that's one of my production two items. The pineapple soda or the pineapple juice, again, it's not doing anything with it because they don't know where it goes. So I will take care of that. I do have to set the price on it, so let's do that. We're going to go $13.75 on the pineapple juice. Now I think I'm going to finally, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that fridge that we've had forever. And we'll get a new fridge and it'll hold like the milk and the water and the other juice. I think that's going to be our plan. So furniture, We're going to get a fridge double for 400. Set it up right here in this corner, right about there. I think that'll work. And then grab this, empty all this out of here, put all this into here. Oh, don't fill it. Oh, no, don't fill it. Don't fill it. Don't fill it. I've got to get rid of the tags. Shoot, I keep forgetting. If I do that like that, he'll just come right back, right behind me and fill everything up because he's just that eager to do so. Yeah, so let me clear that out, drop that down, clear that tag so he doesn't then come back and screw me up again. The water, I think I can put that up here somewhere. I thought I had a space for water. I'm almost positive I did. Did I? I thought I did. Yeah, I've got one there. So that works. And now I'm at the point where I've got like empty crates all over the place. So that's not going to be a problem. Get rid of that tag before he gets crazy. Now what are you holding? You're holding corn. Why you're holding corn, I don't know, but you're holding corn. It's fine. I'll figure it out in a minute. I don't know what happened. I know there's a place there for corn. I don't know why you're holding it, but for some reason you are. Poor guy gets so darn confused. All right, so we'll take that. We're going to then move all the cheese. So we have water, milk, and cheese in here. So, nope. Go away with you. And then we'll take our other juice, or we'll take our coconut juice and put it up there once I finally get some coconut juice made. What are you doing now? Yeah, you were attempting. No, I said I got rid of that tag. I absolutely got rid of that tag, you big cheater. I know I did. Guy went and put stuff up there even though I said it was full. What a cheater. All right, that's going to go there. Now again, why are you holding corn? What is making you hold corn? I know I've got a space here for corn. I'm almost positive I had a space here for corn. Maybe I don't. Let's see. If I take a look here, maybe I don't. But I really thought I did. Huh, that's so weird. I could have sworn I had a spot for corn, but I'm somehow not seeing one. So maybe that's the problem. So corn it is. We'll go ahead and put that there. Um, and that's backwards on top of that. So just to make matters even more interesting, I set that up in reverse. So let's fix that up now. There we go. Now you got a spot for your corn, and you're going to fill it from whatever side. The poor guy, he tries so hard. It just cannot figure it out. I still don't know how it is that I didn't have a spot there for corn. I don't know. That's so weird. Or maybe I did and I accidentally wiped it out. I'll never know. It'll always be a mystery. Other things that I could do that are like production ones. If I just went through here and like started doing production one stuff, what else do we have that's a production one that I could start making and putting in storage? Let's take a look. Production one. Ketchup, flour, corn kernels. So yeah, let's start making some of all this. I've already got flour back there, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to get some corn kernels going. So we'll get that happening and can put all that into storage back there. If we continue looking at this, sugar, we don't have any sugar back there, so let's also get some sugar going. Put that in the back. All right, So that'll work. We don't have sliced potatoes back there, so let's get some sliced potatoes going. I've got one more machine, so I can now my machines are all full, but that's fine. And he's gonna keep on filling everything up as fast as he can. I'm gonna start taking some of this stuff and putting it on the shelf. So we're gonna just make sure that we got a little bit of it in all the places, and that I have a home for all of it. That's what I'm kind of shooting for here. So there's sugar, and then sliced potatoes. They can go there because this will at least give my stocker something to do. Other stuff that is production one, butter, which I might have a spot for somewhere. Butter, sunflower oil, and salami. Do I have spots for those, or did I wipe them out? I might have wiped them out. Yeah, I may have wiped them all out. So we'll have to work on that at some point. Maybe we'll do a little bit after we're done with this corn. I can start working some of that in. And their farmers still going to town. Farmers doing all the farmer things. So yeah, we'll go ahead and now we're going to start making some butter. So let's put that there. Just give myself yet another empty crate because I will need it at some point. There's the corn kernels. Got to make sure that we have more wheat for the cow. All right. So cow's good. Get even more wheat going there. We've got butter. All right, so I want to just get some butter up there. So there's that. Other things that I've got. How many? Okay, so so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. So one shelf will hold all the things. So I need sunflower oil and I need salami. That's the last of what we need. So we'll get some sunflower oil running over here. I'll take the sugar and put it up there. I'm sure I've got room for one sugar on the shelf. We it's almost. Oh no, we don't. So I'll take this and put it up in a production two machine to start making something production two. Maybe we'll make some candy or something. We'll do that. And then the potatoes, they can go there. That is now also empty. So the only other thing I need to make now is salami. Let's do some of that. And then I'll have all of my production one stuff in the back room. And then I'll take this corn and feed it to the pig. So the pig is happy. Everyone's happy, I think. I'm almost positive. Or so I hope. That's all I can ask for. And then we'll take this and put it back here. Again, just so it has a space. Just so I can officially say that I've got everything on a shelf back here. We've done it. So there's that. We at least have one thing. We have a place for our restocker to grab all of the production level 1 stuff. We'll eventually work on all the level 2 stuff and we'll work on all the level 3 stuff. It'll get there, but we've made some strides. We're still a long way from level 30. The only other thing that we need to put up here is going to be coconut juice. So we will have to work on that at some point in time. But it's taking shape and this guy's not stuck. So I'm going to take the wins where I can get them. They don't always happen, but when they do, you do celebrate them. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. Man, these frogs are great. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.